Oops, sorry for that. We turn to our friends a lot. And for me, I'm one of these people that I don't like your friends knowing what's going on within our relationship. Like what's going on between me and you needs to stay between me and you. Do you know what I mean? Like that's my thing. But again, that's a different conversation. Let's go into the breakup part, or the end of a breakup, the end of a situationship, the end of a person that we liked, or just that kind of space. We really need to look at who our friends are. Now, I'm not saying this that because your friends are out here doing anything wild or mad or anything like that. No, I'm saying this because different friends are different in these situations. In the sense of, so as I spoke before, like me, I'm the emotional friend. So I'd like to think that any of my boys are in a jam or any of my friends are in a jam, in their relationship, they come to me because I will provide a space where I'll sit and listen. No matter how many times you repeat yourself, I will sit and listen. Like, no, bro, I just want her, whether it be a month down the line, or 3 months to 6 months down the line. I will sit and listen to what it is that you have to vent and say, and I will guide you through that process. But you can do that with me, but you can't go and do that with, I don't know, James, because James ain't that way inclined. James is like, bro, like, she broke your heart, allow it, let's just go out here and go get these hoes. You don't need that, bro. You need healing. You don't need that. You need healing. James is giving you a different energy to, do you know what I mean? What is required of you right now. And that's another thing I'm going to go into in a minute. But your friends really can help with your healing process, but it's just you have to pick the right friend that has the capacity to deal with what it is that you need dealing with. So let me jump into this space. You need to identify what it is that you need in the moment. So when you're sat there, emotions are high, and you want to break down, and you just need to. If you need to vent, then find the friend that you can vent to, who's not gonna who's just gonna listen. If you're not looking for a solution, find that friend. These are the people that will sit there and be like, no, no, I hear it. You know what I mean? They'll ask light questions here and there. How do you feel? How did that make? Do you know what I mean? Like they'll ask all these little light questions just so you can fully vent. If you're looking for solution, you need to find that friend. And sometimes, and the beauty of it, the friend that you can vent to is usually the one that you can get solution from as well. But sometimes you can just get a friend that is just one of the other. So me, as I say, I'm both. But I have the, again, emotional intelligence to sit and, as you're speaking, figure out what it is that you need. It's okay, cool. Now you need guidance. Let me say this, or you need to vent. So let me just, do you know what I mean? But if you're looking for a friend that you just want a solution from, again, they're going to be like, okay, cool. Like, you've said all this now. Now it's time for us to, we need to get you in the gym, or we need to get you focused on something. We need to, rewire your life, or remodel your life, should I say. That's a solution friend. If you want a friend that's just not going to listen to you, and like James, who's just going to tell you, go out here and get these hoes, or like Sarah, like Sarah is just going to tell you, come out here and like, let's go find you a new man. And you know what I mean? Like, again, these people you don't really want to seek advice from, because they're going to lead you, sorry, down a mad path, an even harder path. But really, you need to sit and kind of, not even kind of, you need to sit and consider what you need at the moment. In that time, I need to vent. I can't get her off my mind. Let me ring this person. Because oftentimes we go into, as I said, we're going to James, who is we'll call him the party boy. We're going to James when we need solution. And this is where we get our wires crossed, because I need a solution. I need help in terms of what's my next move. Because James is saying, let's go out here and get these hoes. You now think that's a solution because your emotions are high. You're not thinking straight as it is. So your decision making is gonna be poor at that moment in time. I speak from working with people, from sitting and talking with my friends, and from a place of self. because if your decisions are low and your emotions are high, your making ability is low, I promise you, you're going to go down a wild path. This is where trauma bonds start. This is where, depression starts, and like all this different stuff comes into play. So really consider, who is that friend? And I've got friends that have listened to me in all spaces, and this is what brought me to this video today. My one of my closest friends and my business partner, she's been in my life, like, since I was young, since I started playing basketball. She's been there, so I'm talking 20 plus years. And when we finally got close and started running this business together, and you know just spending like more time together, and I went through a bad episode in life. And if you know me personally, you know what that episode was. And maybe one day I'll talk about it on here for those that don't know. But she allowed me to talk about the same stuff over and over and over. Like, I was in a bad space and I was living with her. I was between there and my house and my mum's house, sorry. So I was literally, it was like they were sharing custody of me. But when I was with her, she allowed me to speak on the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And when we crossed that bridge, and I was cool, and back to my normal life and whatever, we would joke about it, and she'd say, like, boy, I cannot tell you how much it used to annoy me, you saying the same stuff over and over again. But because I knew that you needed it, I was willing to listen, because listening to you is what was going to help heal you. And that sat with me. Even though she didn't want to listen to it, even though it was the same stuff over and over again, she allowed me to be in that space and still helped me in that space, because it was part of my healing journey. And we joke about it, but like, again, I'm just paraphrasing. I'm just telling this story quick, but that there is why we need to look at who our friends are and what friends have the skills to do certain things. Because my closest friend, me and him share me and him, we've been through some stuff, and we know we've talked about some stuff, and at times we say things to each other. And before I kind of locked in with my emotions and locked in and kind of tried to level up with my emotional side of life, I would say the wrong thing. I'd be like, James, not saying we're going to go out here and get these hoes, but but I would give a solution to something that he didn't require a solution for, or I'd give the wrong solution to a situation that he required a solution for. Do you know what I mean? And vice versa. But sometimes it is just that space, and guys, we need to look at this especially. And I was saying to one of my boys earlier, as I said, like, um, I'd like to think that my friends know that if they call me with a situation of relationship or emotion, they know who to call. So like, oh, I need to call Colleen for this reason. And it's like, that's got another one. I said, oh, if I need to figure out how to dress, just for example, if I need to, like, some fashion sense, or I'm thinking about buying these clothes and this outfit, who do I call? Because let's like some guys ain't got it like that. I'm one of them, but I know who to call. I can pick up my boy and be like, yo, help me with this, and he'll know what to do. So it's like, each friend has a different skill, and each friend has a different talent to help with certain things. And if you figure out what friend can give you what, as an individual and as a group, if you're close knit, you can be untouchable. And the support that you have is crazy. Crazy. So really look at, when you're in a situation, really look at who you need and what you need. That's the key thing. What do I need right now? I need to vent. Let me ring boom. I need a solution. Let me ring boom. Like, really pay attention. Because again, if you pick the wrong friend, you're gonna go down a mad path, a path that you don't need. It's gonna add more stress and upset and cause. And some of you may be sitting there thinking, I actually don't know who I would call for this situation. This is where journaling comes in for me, or even me. Like, this is what I do. I work with people for a living to kind of look at their emotional state and their their relationship stuff. Like, not just whilst they're in a relationship, from getting people together and looking at all this different stuff like breakup, all this different stuff within relationships and emotional well-being. But there you need to find the right person. So if you're sat, I'm gonna throw this in there right now. If you're sat there thinking, I don't know who this person would be if I was going through a breakup or the end of a situationship or the end of, you know, seeing a person that I was really in tune with. If you don't know who you can talk to, you have me. And I know a lot of us are close with our parents, and if you are, I credit you for that. Or some of you may be close, so you just don't know how to articulate this stuff to you. But like, you really start to pick and decipher who you have in your life and who can help you with certain stuff. Because a lot of us say, we've got friends or all these different friendship groups, but really and truly, this is what friends do. Like, as I said, my business partner, she allowed me to vent for months on end about the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again, nearly daily, 90 days straight, nearly. These are the friends that we need. So really look at your friends, really look at the people that are in your life who can help you where you need help, and start to become so self-aware of yourself that you know what you need. So because the minute you know what you need, you know where to go, you know how to deal with it, and when you get given the action, you do it, then you come out of the slump quicker.